Amazing, thank you. All good?
clearly a game of fine margins. After 81 minutes, it's 0-0. We had some chances where we could go up just before half time with Wilfred Ndidi with the header and with the volley of his as well with the left foot. Second half on the break with Ayu's cross, just nearly touched by Lewis Kelly to go up in the game late and get the place buzzing and create the momentum. And the 81st, 80th minute, you're 0-0. You're looking to stay. We're in the game for a result against a top team. So in the end, as I said, it's the fine margins where you don't score yourself, and there is a moment Marino comes in and he made the difference there. So that's for me my assessment.
Do you feel you saw enough positives this afternoon that you can take forward?
Yeah, you can. It's clear. I mean, we're doing what we can. We're doing absolutely what we can. I can't ask any more from the players. As commitment, as spirit, as personal from playing and scoring for an awful long time, creating ourselves our bits, you know, and playing as well the way we want to play, going direct when we couldn't and play from there. So we did absolutely everything possible today, and then you can't ask any more and have to be proud of this team and only supportive of this team in the belief that we keep going like this and results will come.
Can I just check on James Justin?
Of course, it's a first assessment. We have to wait and see tomorrow the reaction, but we had to take him off in the first in the 42nd minute. It's a moment where you don't want to make a substitution, of course, but we had to.
Take one at the back. Hi, Ruud. You said that you were in the game for a long time. Do you think you deserved a draw? Do you think Arsenal were a bit lucky today?
No, I'm not saying they were lucky. I mean, we have to give credit to Arsenal as well, but I think the way we for 81 minutes we were in the game and defended and on the ball did what we could as well. I think, yeah, we were in there for a draw, and if you can get a goal yourself on 0-0, which was there, Arsenal had more chances, that was clear, and more possession as well. But I think we were right there in there for a result.
Do you still feel very positive that you can get out of the relegation zone?
Yeah, of course, because if you get absolutely battered by Arsenal today without a kick in the game and absolutely no chance, then obviously the result and the performance are not there. And I said this many times before. We had good performances, and again one today to the maximum of our capabilities. And then in the end, I think we have to keep going like this, and results will come and change the luck in our favour.
Okay, so Jordan, please.
Do you feel like that elusive clean sheet is getting closer?
No, I mean, clean sheet is not the only thing that it's on our minds. Of course, it's a part of picking up results, because then if you clean sheet, you have at least a point. That is clear. You have to look also in the process of how we are defending and how much do we concede, how much chances do we concede, etc., etc. We're doing clearly better there over the course over the last months. But of course, we know also to put pressure off there, the defensive performance, that we have to score more goals. You know, that's a balance. We're looking for that balance. We're looking to change our luck, and that's only be done with hard work.
You mentioned goals there, 5 home games in a row now without league games without scoring at home. Can you put your finger on why that is?
No, scoring goals is something that you cannot always analyze with facts. You don't score for a while, and all of a sudden you score 6 here in the cup. It's like, it's not always something you can analyze, but of course we look at where we can improve and how on all areas of the game, and we pick ourselves up again and ready for next week.
Okay, folks, we'll wrap it there unless there's anything else.
Thank you.
Good, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Hi everyone, hope everyone's well. All good at the back, you have a question, raise your hand. Alex is ready. Alex from the BBC.
Hi.
A great end to the game for you and big impact from Mikel Merino. How did you see it today?
Yes, very tough match. The first half, especially the first 20-25 minutes, we struggled to get certain momentum because we did a lot of simple things very wrong, giving a lot of balls away and never really threatening and generating enough momentum and sequences in the opposition's box. But the second half was very different. We had much more urgency, better intentions, better executions, and then you can sense that the game was going in the direction that he had to go. Saying that, is a moment when we give the ball away in the middle of the park. The space is open in the counter, and Miles has to make a magic touch to deny the goal. And in the other end, then that's when we score the goal. With the shots, where they were brilliant, and Mikel obviously make a huge impact to score the 2 goals.
Is it too simple to say he's the solution now going forward for the next few weeks? Because the players look to look more confident across the ball when he was there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to share that, and we know that we're gonna have various contexts. So that we're gonna have to make a swap because a player is not performing, or because the opposition is doing something else, or because we got a yellow card or is fatigued, and that's going to restrict what we can do really in terms of the personnel. But we have prepared for different scenarios. Then those scenarios have to work. Hopefully, they will work as good as Mikel worked today.
Art Athletic.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
When Mikel Merino scored, I was thinking back to the summer, the Euros, when he scored against Germany. I was wondering, did you kind of think back to your old teammate Marouane Fellaini? It seemed like a very similar thing to strike.
I didn't think about him, to be fair, but Mikel has got that. He's a goal threat because he can smell danger, he can anticipate the action, he's got really good timing to arrive to certain areas, and then obviously he has the capacity to execute with a lot of part of his body. And he needed the delivery, he certainly had that as well, and he put it in the back of the net.
And was that front three something we were seeing you kind of work out in real time because of the different kind of profiles? Obviously starting with the kind of smaller guys, but then bringing on Merino.
Well, I think the game started to suit him more because they were started to defend much more deeper, and we had more momentum, more sequences, more set pieces as well in that period, and we believe that he could impact the game, and yeah, we were lucky that he did it.
Dan the Sun.
Mikel, how important was it after Liverpool dropped those late points and kind of demoralising circumstances for them on Wednesday for you to put pressure on them ahead of tomorrow's game?
Yes, and it was for us as well. You know, that with everything that happened in the last few days, it was a lot of noise as well. That to show how much we wanted, you know, that regardless what happens, we're gonna really go for it. That we believe in the resources that we have, in the quality of our players, and we can still adapt and be very competitive and still win a lot of football matches.
Simon Eden Standard.
Mikel, when did you even come up with the idea of having Moreno as a striker? Because I think we heard from you, you said you didn't trade him, so was it something I know you said before you have sort of wild dreams. When did you come up with the idea?
Well, I put all the options that, but there were too many. The moment you start to draw options, there are too many, and at the end you have to have the picture in your head of, okay, what can work and what are the variables and the options and the synergies within the team, and then you have to feel it, and that's a feeling on the pitch and seeing what is happening and needs to deliver, which is the hardest thing in football.
Given the situation you're in with injuries and everything, is it kind of going to be the case for the rest of the season that in different moments, different players are going to need to step up?
Yeah.
Mikel today, but someone else might do it next
For
week,
sure.
is that what it's going to be?
For sure, and it could have been earlier in the game because, for example, Ethan, he puts the ball in the crossbar, then he puts the ball in the post. We have another massive chance arriving with Declan in the first half. It can be a set piece. It can be in various ways. The team has a lot of capacities in open spaces, which today we were really dangerous as when we had the ability to run, and that's what we need. That we are a threat from every situation.
Mike over here.
Tough day for Raheem.
Yeah, and as well, I think from everybody, to step up the game, because in the first half, as I said, especially the first 20, 25 minutes, we were on our standards, and when that happens, it's very difficult for the front players.
Tom, Football London.
Mikel, I just want to go back to that Lewis Skelly moment, because it was only 8 minutes before Mikel scored his
Yeah.
goal. It seems such an incredible touch, a moment of maturity to know what type of touch to take in there. Just give me a reaction when you saw that ball trickle wide for the goal.
Well, to be fair, on the bench, I didn't know whether he touched it or not, or it was a deflection before in the cross. But when I watched it back in the dressing room, it was amazing, because it's one of those moments that it should change the moment in the game and probably the results.
Okay, last couple. Tom in the corner.
On TV, Mikel, Joe Cole actually compared Ranieri to Messi. Thing to say, but how talented do you think he is, and how much of the future could he be?
Well, what he's showing basically, that's him, and obviously his age is always something that puts a question mark on how we have to deal with him. But every sign that he's giving us is, let me go for it, let me go, let me go, let me go. And when a player is giving you all those signs, you should not stop it. You have to play with that freedom, with that creativity, with that confidence that he's playing at the minute. And the players around him believe in him. So let him go, because he's a massive threat, massive talent, and he deserves to play.
And finally, to Nick at the back.
I was going to ask about Ethan as well. Until Mikel came on, he looked like your most dangerous player.
Mm.
And then he supplied that incredible perfect cross to the header. Just a bit more on his defining contribution.
Yeah, because I think was one of the few in the first half as well, that every time that he was on the ball, he made things happen. You could see that he had another level of threat than the rest of the team, and he continued with that in the second half with 2 great actions. And after that, he puts the ball on the plate for Mikel to score the header.
Okay, everyone.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you guys, thank you.